Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here, being punctual. Well, I think since the second phase started, this is the first time we are in a Zoom meeting. Well, we all are in a Zoom meeting because you're not at school. And let me tell you, today we have a couple of things to do. We're gonna start using the English ID. And we have stopped using the spotlight on literature. We have already finished the topics that I have planned for this term. Just in case that, well, you don't have all the topics, you can watch those videos in YouTube, in those channels. In 5 minutes, I will take the attendance because I've been asked to do it, and it is important that all of you realize the fact that you are in classes. You're in a class period, so you're not on vacation, right? This is not vacation. This is just another way to prevent, uh, you know, to prevent that wrong things happen to you in the school, because you gotta take yourself of your health. Um, so right now, let me share with you today's game. We're playing a game, and for which I need you to access to the following link. I'm gonna I'm gonna share with you a link, and you have to access to it. And give me a minute. I just lost the link. Give me one moment. In the chat box, you can see the link. So please access to it and register with your email, the email that you use to log into classes, please. There you have it. So while you're trying to access to the link, let me explain what is the game about. Well, this is like the Bachillerato Stop. Actually, this game's called the Stop game. And what you have to do is very simple. You're going to be given with some categories, and all of the words that you got to write for each one may start with a particular letter. That letter is going to be shown at the beginning of the round. We're going to play 6 rounds, and all the players who sign in will be accepted to play. Don't forget to use the emails that you're using to log in the some Zoom classes. I'm gonna wait for you for a few minutes. Uh, and they may start with the letter that you're gonna see at the beginning of every round. So here we go. The first letter is letter C. Okay, time's up. Fruit, coconut. How can I forget about coconut? Cherry. I forgot to write fruit. And remember the letter verbs carry, can, come, climb. Okay, that's fine. You got all these answers typed correctly. Camila, Charlie, Carlos. Good. Well, we have the games, Call of Duty, Cars, Counter-Strike, Cuphead, COD. Okay, that's fine. Actors, Christian Bale, Chris what? So I'm not gonna accept this one. Can be Chris anybody. Chris Pratt, Charles Chaplin, Cadillac, Chromatic, Caterpillar. I'm not so sure about Chromatic, but we'll get it as good. Characters, Congo. Never heard about it, but I will take it for good. Profession, cook. Who is a chef, right? Transportation, cab and car. Huh? 11, 12. Canada, Colombia, Cyprus. Cyprus is an European country. Songs can stop, cheerleader, country roads. Okay, fine. Okay, so we're gonna, maybe the internet. Yeah, but it's been so long, Carlos. It's been so long that the internet problem don't last forever. But maybe he lives in a difficult area. I mean, in terms of uh, reaching the internet signal. All right, so now let's move to the class. I'm gonna show you another video of myself recorded last year with the social emotional content. We also have a discussion about it, and then we're gonna move to the first lesson. Lesson number 1 in Unit 8 in your spotlights. Right, we'll see the clip here and pay attention to it because then I'm gonna ask you a few questions about it. Hi there, welcome to English Lessons with JC. Today we're gonna do a lot of things in our English IB book, but I want to take a little break and watch a clip and then reflect on the value of patience. So let's hit it. After watching this clip, now I think that you have realized the importance of patience in our lives. And also you can relate the clip with these words. Patience is not the ability to wait, but to keep a good attitude while waiting. So if you think it over, the situation of the main character of the clip would have been different if he had more control under his actions.
and it's because he was impatient. And patience help us to get our thought back in order and our feelings under control. So to keep it together, like they say. And when people say keep it together, they mean stay calm. Remember that every situation, every difficult situation that you are going through is gonna end. You just gotta hold on, and that's it. There's no other way. Because sometimes we want the things to solve easier, faster, that the way they are. But let me tell you that this is not the way that the ball bounces. Um, Patience gave us the persistence to carry out things, and they will lead us to get our long-term goals. One of the benefits of patience is that help us with our mental health, and also we become better friends. Believe me, it is important, very important, to be patient in these days. This is the only way. Be faithful, pray the Lord, and stay safe in your homes.
Okay, those are certain words that I had to say about patience. Well, sometimes when I give a piece of advice related to patience, well, I can relate myself. I mean, what I mean is that I feel like hypocrite because I'm not patient. I really got impatient, especially in important things. Because there are some things, there are certain situations in life that you can handle them. For example, waiting in the traffic jam or making a line in the bank or in the supermarket. So those are situations in where you get impatient, but I can handle those things. But when I really get moody, is when I'm waiting or I have to wait for an important response, a important reply in my life. I just can't wait. But I reflect on those words that they say that patience is not the ability to wait because we, as human beings, we don't like to wait. This is a natural thing that we don't like to wait, but we can't decide which attitude to take towards those things. And now let me ask you something. Are you patient? Can you handle those situations when they are presented in your life, when you have to wait for something important? Like I said, waiting for people, waiting in the traffic is one thing, but waiting for important things, like my dear Neto says, he sometimes, and I assume that that sometimes mean depends on the situation that is presented, right? Let me see, Levi. So I think that I kind of know your mood, Jonathan, and I got a feeling that you're not patient. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm impatient.
you're not
No, I'm not.
in small things or in everything, because sometimes
I
depends
think in small things.
in small things. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. What about you, Monica? Are you patient? You look very patient, but we never know.
Yeah.
You are
Uh, yeah. I'm
in every,
consider I
mhm.
am patient.
In every time, everything.
No, no. But
Generally.
yeah, yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
okay. Thank you, Monica. And Sandrita is another person who looks very calm down and as a result patient. Isn't it true or I'm mistaken?
Yes, I am patient, but sometimes um, I'm, I'm angry, but a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, yes, I am patient.
Okay. Okay. So this is what it counts. In regular basis, if you're patient, that's okay. But sometimes life happens and There are certain situations that get us desperate and we got different responses. Thank you for sharing, my friends. Now let's move to the class, the unit 8, lesson number 1, pages 82 and 83 in your books. So we're going to start talking about looks, about appearances, how important they are. Not just for you, because you may have an attitude towards this, but it doesn't necessarily represent the opinion of the society, the general public, the general audience. For me, appearances play an important role in your jobs. It depends also the job that you perform, but this call society considers appearances as something important in their curriculum. And now let me show you some vocabulary related to looks, so you may master more vocabulary every time that you describe how a person look and listen. For today's class, we are using our book, English ID 3B. We are starting Unit 8, Lesson 1, specifically pages 82 and 83. Let's begin. Before to go over the lesson, we're going to work with some vocabulary. They are hairstyles, because we're going to be talking about people's looks, people's appearances, and every time that you answer the question, what does she or he look like, you will be able to use more precise vocabulary. We have these 4 different hairstyles, and now probably you have seen it in magazines or on the TV, and now we're gonna name some of them, or all of them. The first one is bob. The second hairstyle is bunches. Then we have the cornrows, and finally we have the cropped hair. Then we have 3 more. This one's called dreadlocks. Then we have flat top. Flat top is a old-fashioned hairstyle. People don't wear it anymore, but it's still a hairstyle to consider. And the mohawk. Then we have 3 very common hairstyles. The first one is the ponytail. Then we have the bun and braids. This one is a beard style. This one is, well, is your hair and also is part of your beard. And this one. The beard style is called goatee. Then we have the sideburns and the undercut. Well, I think that this hairstyle is going to be very useful for you. As I said before, when you describe people's looks, you will be more specific next time. Okay, now we're moving to the book. Give me a sec. And here we go. Page 82. How important are looks? For you and for everybody else. Remember, our opinion is not necessarily the average in the population. Remember that this society judge people by the way they look, by their appearances. So we all do. I mean, I have done it at least once in my lifetime, but there are important moments, especially in your workplace, where appearances play a great role. They play an excellent, well, not an excellent, a great, an important, a huge role. So now I just want to hear you. Um, Say Hector Ayala. Are you awakened, Hector? No, he's peacefully asleep. Anthony, Gerardo. Anthony, you there? Also peacefully sleeping. Roberto Molina. Charlie.
Hello, you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you perfectly, loud and clear. So tell me, how important do you think looks are? The way that you look, your appearance.
For example, the occasion that we were talking about the interview of job, the job interview. Maybe in
Anything.
that case,
Mhm.
yeah, in that case can be important. Or in a, no, I think it's in occasions, but in the common days, in the normal days, and I think it's most important the brain, the main, the brain. Then yeah, only that.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. Yeah, for jobs interviews, they judge you since the moment that you walked in. They see you from top to bottom and from bottom to top again in order to see a flow, you see. Okay, another opinion, maybe Roberto. Roberto, do you think that appearances are important? How important they are? So if you can't unmute your mic, you can use the chat and tell me what do you think about this question. While you're typing your response, my dear Robert, we're gonna move to the first exercise. As you can see, this woman's face has been numbered in different places, in different parts of her face, and you have to match with the words in bold in paragraph number 1. The bold words are wrinkles, dark circles around eyes, cheeks, loose skin, chin, thin lips, and eyelashes. Eyelash. So in 2 minutes, you can perfectly match those words to the face or the numbers to the words. So work it out, then I'm gonna ask you. And let me see your opinions in the chat, because I think that you're typing something right there while you're answering. Okay, my dear Roberto says that he thinks that the current society makes that idea that is important, but in Roberto's opinion, it is not important. Okay, yeah, but like you said, like you pointed out, society had made it this way. Not us, but we're part of society, right? So we gotta make a change. Okay, think for the answers of the first exercise, please. Okay, after you have checked those answers, we have when the object is the same as the subject, use 1/8 reflexive pronouns. Remember, reflexive pronouns are yourself, myself, himself, herself, and all those. When do we use them? Well, that is easy. Remember that in a sentence, we have the subject, who is the person or the thing that performs an action, and the object is the one that receives it. The subject performs an action, and the thing or the person that receives the effects of that action is the object. When the subject and the object is the same thing or is the same person, you use relative pronouns. Be careful, you're going to cut yourself. You're cutting and you're gonna cut your own, so yourself. This is when it happens. You is the subject and you is the object. We don't say you're going to cut you. It sounds weird. They don't say that you're going to cut you. You're going to cut yourself. They use relative pronouns. The same here, we have to help ourselves. We have to help we. No, or we have to help us. No, because it's the same person, we use reflexive pronouns. We have to help ourselves. So then we have some phrasal verbs in the paragraphs here. We have a lot. Well, we don't have a lot. We have 6 to be precise. 6 phrasal verbs. So that need to be matched to the definitions. We have cut down on, cut out, work out, take up, and stick on. But I think I'm missing one because I said there were 6. Ah, here it is, put on. Put on, cut down on, cut out, worked out, take up, and stick to. And we have the definitions here. Reduce the amount of consumption, removing something from your diet, to physical exercise, continue with a plan, gain weight, start a regular activity or hobby. So match those verbs, please, the ones that are underlined in the paragraphs, so you can see what they mean. And then write them here in the questions. And then we're gonna practice with those questions. Time is a factor here. I'm gonna give you the answers so we can close this lesson today. Number 1, it's cut down on. Number 2 is cut out. 3, worked out. 4, stick to. 5, put on. 6, take up. And in the questions, the first one is put it on. Second is work out. In question number 3, you have to use cut out. 4, cut down on. And 5, stick to. So the rest of the exercises will be work next class. So far so good. We have finished lesson number 1 in unit 8.